Stu Scheller spent 17 years as a United States Marine Corps officer, 5 combat deployments in Iraq and Afghanistan. To this day, Scheller remains the only person in the United States punished in any way for the debacle of the withdrawal from Afghanistan. He criticized it. They sent him to jail for it. We sat down for his first interview since leaving jail, and it was fascinating. Here's part of it.
In the age that we lived, I was watching the Afghanistan plan fall apart before our eyes, social media, real time. And it was very frustrating. I mean, I was talking to my family, I was talking to my friends, I was having a real hard time with it. And then about a week previous to it, the Commandant of the Marine Corps released a white letter that stated, was your sacrifices worth it? Addressing all of us struggling with what we were struggling with. And he stated, if you are having trouble, you need to go seek therapy. And all of this just got to a point where I knew for a fact that no senior leaders were going to be held accountable. I knew that I was going to be held accountable, but at a certain point, we need to publicly address our shortfalls, or we're going to keep repeating the same mistakes. And so, even after I made that video, I made the video in my office. I didn't post it right away. I drove to my house, and you're outside your house, you got your wife and your 3 kids inside the house.
Oh, come on.
And I'm pacing around the front of the house, like on my phone, like the button away, knowing that that's going to change your life forever. And I made the decision to put that out there.
That right there is all I needed to hear to tell you without an ounce of doubt that this guy is a fraud who is out there trying to make a buck at the expense of our brave men and women who have served and continue to serve. I too have dedicated my life to the military, and I would never, in fact, no one, not a single one of my brothers and sisters that I served with would ever say anything like that. This is personal to me. Nothing enrages my brothers and sisters and I more than when people use our sacrifice to enrich themselves, and no one would have the arrogance to say something like, no one is more invested than me. What about our brothers and sisters who didn't make it home? Soldiers follow orders. That's how it is in our military. That's how it is in every military across the globe, and that's the way it's been since the beginning of time. If you can't follow orders, if you can't put your country ahead of yourself, you have no business wearing the uniform. As soldiers, we have our personal opinions on the missions that we are on, but we know that our job is to execute the orders that we are given. And as long as no one is telling us to do something that is illegal, immoral, or unethical, we shut up and we do our jobs. No questions asked. Now, I'm really baffled by the arrogance of this Marine. He wants to attack everyone from the commander-in-chief to the generals to the entire military chain of command. And I guess only he has the capability to fix our foreign policy. After all, he did write a master's thesis on how to make foreign policy more effective. Now, I never wrote my master's thesis on how to make foreign policy more effective, but I do know that the only person who can make the final decision on foreign policy is the commander-in-chief. And I also know that foreign policy is a subject for the State Department, not the military. And sure as hell, not this jackaloon, who will probably be running for office on the Republican ticket real soon. After all, he's now good buddies with Tucker, right? Now, I actually have empathy for troops that make mistakes, but this guy was clearly politically motivated. The first call he makes when he gets out of jail is to Tucker Carlson. Let that sink in, folks. Well, he got his 5 minutes of fame, and he's going to get his book deal, but his ass got kicked out of the military. And my question to him is, was it worth it? Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.